What's up, you GTII investors and moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. This is my GTII weekly update. More importantly, we have a catalyst coming up for GTII, none other than their dividend, which is why I want to cover this stock today. And you want to really watch out for this April 15th, 2023 date, because that's where the corporate action has been announced. So I'll be talking more about this, what it means, because they are going to give this dividend in forms of stock. It's 1 to 10 stock dividend. So we'll be talking about that. We have seen what happened to MMTLP. However, this is a totally separate stock and totally separate use case, so I'm not trying to say what happened to MMTLP and next rich hydrocarbon will be repeated to this. More importantly, FINRA is under the radar, so nothing fishy is going to happen in my opinion. But remember, I do not have a crystal ball, nor I'm a certified professional or a financial advisor, so you want to do your own due diligence and analysis. More importantly, you also want to note that the short sellers are not stepping back. We have seen 64.45% short volume ratio just on 5th of April. Yesterday, on a Friday, we saw 43.35%, which is a huge short volume ratio. So I'll be covering all this juicy information, very interesting, that will help you do your own due diligence as well. These videos are only for the entertainment and educational purposes and not a financial advice, but I do want to ask you, hit the like button. I need at the least 75 likes on this video, and let me know in the comment section below what other tickers you want me to cover. We have been covering some of the very interesting tickers and penny stocks into the market. MULN, TRKA, that is a huge potential to pop up. MMTLP, what happened with Congress, and which is not relevant to GTII, but MMTLP is a pretty good use case. When they announce number of stocks in form of dividend for next rich hydrocarbon, there were synthetic shares, there were naked shorts, and we did know there are millions and millions of shares were shorted. Nothing happened. More importantly, we are talking about also HCMC. We talked about CTRM. We saw that it went from 50 cents to 80 cents. We talked about a ton of other penny stocks on this channel. So you don't want to miss out on this all juicy information. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, motivate me, and let's talk about the catalyst. Now, April 15th falls over the weekend next week. However, if you want to do any action, many of the people that I've heard that they want to sell before the dividend is announced because there might be some lock period or whatnot. We need to also figure this out, and I'll keep you posted. Many people want to hold the stock as well because they do believe that it can skyrocket. And again, if you think about what happened to this stock and what you should be looking about is on this chart, you see this green bar is the moving average. Right now, the moving average is about the real-time price. So $1.7879 is our moving average. $1.30, that is our real-time price point. But what price point you want to watch out for? So if I do 1 year in this chart, you should be able to see that at the end of 2022 in October, we saw that GTII was $6.68. Now it dropped significantly, and it dropped all the way to right here, $1.30, and from that 57 cents right here. If you take a look right here, 50 cents, and from 50 cents it ramped up to $2.68. So there was a 5x run up from 50 to $2.50. 5x run up, and we now see that it's $1.30. Can it double or can it triple? Because double is $2.60 from $1.30. You don't want to jump the gun just yet. Take a look at the 1 minute chart. And if we see what exactly you want to watch out for is we want to go back to this 133 and we want to stable at that price point and see what happens next. One thing that you also want to notice is there is a strong resistance around $1.42. So the stock needs to go above and beyond $1.42 and sustain there. Right now we see that it goes to $1.36, drops back. It once again tried, so from here $1.40, dropped back all the way to $1.29, went back up $1.36, dropped back $1.34, went up, went back, went up, went back. So we do really need to see that this stock hits about $1.50, sustained there for a longer period of time. Right now, you see the step down. We are seeing lower and lower lows. We are seeing lower and lower highs. But lately, we have been spanning between $30 and $40 that we need to get out of that zone. If you think what happened in terms of the short sales, take a look. We are seeing about 1.2 million in FINRA volume, and we go to 554,000 stocks were shorted. We saw 62.28 on the 31st of March. Take a look, 31st of March, and we got back slightly of 43% in terms of the short volume ratio, but we skyrocketed once again on 5th of April. Yesterday, 1.2 million in volume, went still 43% short volume ratio, which is a bit concerning because short sellers are not stepping back. All in all, the off-exchange short volume ratio, according to Fintel, as you see on my screen, is 43.35%, with the off-exchange short volume of 544,000 stocks that were traded as the shorts. So you want to watch out for that. More importantly, you want to also notice that GTII mentioned that there is they announced on March 17 that they submitted the corporate action to issue 1 for 10 stock, which means if you have 100 stocks, you'll get 10 stock as the dividend. If you have 1,000 stock, 1 out of 10, so you'll be getting 100 stocks in terms of the dividend for GTII. And they have approved this action by their board, and the record date, as I have been telling you, is April 15th, which is one of the good catalysts that you want to look forward to. Now, this falls over the weekend, so you may not realize until the Monday next week, not the coming Monday, the following Monday. So after 8 days, you will be able to see what is the impact, but you want to make at the least informed financial decision. Now, this is an OTCQB stock. It has verified profile. It is on OTC markets. And if you think all in all their numbers, I wanted to quickly show you the float is 75.3 million. Their outstanding shares are 310 million, and their authorized shares are 750 million, which is slightly concerning, but I wouldn't worry about that number of authorized shares at this point. Now, you want to also think about it was $6 at the end of around October 2022, and boom, dropped back down to under $1.50, and it went to again $2.50. So is there more potential? Can it double, triple, quadruple? We will see. I think $1.30 is pricey. I want to see how the week goes. What is the short volumes look like? Yes, there's definitely some pressure from the short volume because, as you can imagine, short volumes are scaring people a ton more, and it can cause more and more deep into the price point. Now, if you see this, that they have updated that there will be no plans for any other corporate action, and which is again a good thing. But April 15th will be the next one. So GTII, they have announced later today. So that was on March 29th. So before 9 days, they announced. I just want to read it out loud so you also understand that there is nothing else coming in. Only one catalyst that you want to be aware of is the dividend in terms of stocks. And we do see what happened. And people, it happened with Cosmos. I think COSM is the ticker. I covered on my channel as well. It happened with MMTLP and Next Bridge Hydrocarbon. And this is the third one. But nothing is, I don't really think that there will be some really visible, unethical stuff may happen that will trigger people once again, because FINRA has been already on the radar. And as you already know, that the Congress member reached out and they are looking further into it. Now, they announced that there is FINRA regarding the corporate action request to issue a dividend for shareholders in form of the restricted share for every 10 share held. As the date of April 15th, 2023, which is, if I'm not wrong, that's on Saturday. And it is the board of directors initially approved and authorized management to submit corporate action request on March 9, 2023. FINRA has asked for additional information clarification regarding the dividend request, which company promptly supplied. The company is focused on clarifying any and all requests that FINRA has in order to complete the dividend for the shareholders and is not undertaking nor has planned to undertake any corporate actions. So which is important. They do not really have any plan for any further corporate action, including forward and reverse stock split. So there will be no reverse stock split, or there will be nothing along those lines for common shareholders. So you want to watch out for. There was some FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt as to what can happen if they reverse split. But they already announced that there is no reverse split, so you want to make sure. However, this 1 to 10 stock is kind of a bit of a delusion. I'll tell you what happens when this number changes. Now, that number will be changed once the dividend will be announced. So the float, the outstanding shares, you want to watch out for. And is it a delusion? Probably in a way, 10%, we'll see. And I really want to dig deeper before I say it's kind of a delusion. But you will see the fluctuation number of stocks because they are announcing 1 out of 10 stock as the dividend, which means those stocks will be added. But the good news is there will be no reverse split. Now, if you think about the stock price, right, the 10% of $1.30 is 13 cents. So it's not a huge impact, even if you just deduct the price point. But again, it's something that you want to keep in mind. Overall, we are seeing pretty stable volume and we do not really see any difference in terms of the volume. Yes, did we see the volume 3.5 mil, so on and so forth? Yes, when it was $1.52, it always helps having more volume. We went to $3. Now it's 100% spike just within 1, 2, and 3 business days or trading sessions. Can it happen once again? Yes, but you want to be very careful what price point you want to get into. So $1.26, right? We do not see any $1.26 for a long right here. We still do not see $1.26. We saw $1.32 March the 3rd, but again, there is no $1.26. The lowest price point we saw is $1.22 on March 2nd. We are 2 months or we are 1 month and 1 week, so 5 weeks from that point. I really want to see what happens, whether it goes to $1.22 and followed by $1.17 as you see, or it stays strong and from $1.22 as you see right here, it spikes up and goes above and beyond $1.57. I hope you like this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.